Everything is difficult. Help me help. Everything is difficult. Help me help you.
Hey guys, welcome back to NW1 and the channel. Thank you for clicking on the video. Today we are talking Olympic weightlifting. We are addressing the difference between the clean off the blocks and comparing that versus a hang clean. We're going to look at the pros and the cons of both, and hopefully you can apply these principles into your training. So the first thing that I want to address is the clean off the blocks. I'm here with one of our junior lifters, Ben, who's going to run you through some of the demos of these lifts. Now, the clean off the blocks is one of my favorite tools to utilize in a training program. Now, the first thing that we need to remember, any of the accessory lifts that we do, be it off blocks, from hangs, pulls, the positions that we hit have to translate and be replicated when we do the full lifts. So the benefit of the clean off the blocks is that it allows us to go through a shortened pull, which means that it's going to develop the extension because we have to extend more to develop as much power through the bar to get that bar to travel. And it's the same with a hang clean. Now the difference is that on the blocks it allows us to adopt a position where we are not under tension. So arguably we can get a much stronger position that is going to transfer over to our main lifts. So what we're going to work through now is the key points in terms of the clean. Like I said, it has to translate to the movements we adopt with the traditional clean. The most common mistake we see stems from the fact that we get in a bad position when we start on the bar. Now what we generally see is just dropping the knees too far forward in this position. But what you've got to remember is as the bar travels past the knee during a full lift, we're aiming to drive the knees back and get the chest over the bar. So that it's important that in this position we are replicating that nice strong back and those engaged hamstrings from that start position. Next up we have the hang clean. Okay, so the hang clean is where we are going to pass through a full deadlift. We're going to set up through the deadlift and then we are going to lower the bar to our knee or to the specified position, be that the high hang or through the middle on the low hang, and then we are just going to proceed to clean the bar. Again, similar benefits to the blocks because it forces us to reach that full extension because we haven't essentially got as much of a runway. But again, it's imperative that we hit the key positions that are going to translate over to the full classical lifts. So again, a lot of the issues that we see in the hang clean stem from the start position. I'm going to reiterate this point again. The positions that we hit have to translate to the positions that we are going to hit on the full lift. Now, the most common mistake that we see is this. So in that lift, you can see that Ben lowers the bar comes away from him, and then he uses that momentum to drive the bar through. Now that can often create a bar path that is not replicated in the traditional lift because we're essentially bringing the bar away from us, then back onto ourselves, which is again going to force the bar away. Also with that, we are missing out on a key component of the benefit of the hang clean, which probably differs it from the blocks. Now what you have is you have a number of different muscle contractions that is only going to be a benefit in terms of adding and developing strength, because you have obviously the deadlift, Then you have the eccentric lowering of the bar from the hip back down to the knee, and then if we can add a small pause, we start to also develop some isometric strength also, and then we get a real nicer line through having a controlled movement and a much straighter line of extension, which looks like this. So we want to make sure that we utilize the benefits of a hand clean, particularly over the use of blocks. We have to really utilize that eccentric contraction going down from the hip to the knee, and utilize that isometric contraction, and then that's only going to help develop the technique so that all these accessory lifts do cross over to our main traditional lifts. Otherwise, what's the point? Thank you for tuning in and watching the video. As always, if you enjoyed it, then please hit that thumbs up button, and if you could hit that subscribe button also, then it is very much appreciated. Look forward to catching you in the next one.